You are watching JNC's Corner.
So today guys, magbabus tour kami, yellow tour bus. So it's all been pre-booked, good for 48 hours.
The nearest bus stop to us is the Belém Tower. This is Padre dos Descobrimentos, statue built in 1940 and made permanent in 1960. To mark 500 years since Henry the Navigator's death, he is regarded as the main initiator of what would be known as the Age of Discovery. This tour bus provides earphones for the tour narration, which has several translations, which you can hear it through this gadget attached to the bus. So please tour around with us. The first route that we went through is the Belém-Lisbon tour. Lisbon is the capital and largest city of Portugal. About 2.9 million people live in the Lisbon metropolitan area, making it the third largest metropolitan in the Iberian Peninsula after Madrid and Barcelona, and the 11th most populous urban area in the European Union. Here in Portugal, bikes and scooters are quite common. That's why a green lane are allotted to them in the road. Tall tiled buildings are quite usual too. This is tuk-tuk, one of the means of transportation to explore Lisbon. We reach the Praça da Figueira, where the focal point of the yellow tour bus is. Here you will see the equestrian statue of King John I. Praça da Figueira is a large square in the center of Lisbon. At this time, we decided to change bus to modern Lisbon route. This is Praça dos Restauradores. Love these trees that aligned along the way. It's already midday, and the sun is really striking hot. The temperature by this time is 29 degrees Celsius. It's really amazing how this big bus get through in a very small, tight and steep road. And we are passing around the Santa Apollonia train station. It is the oldest railway terminus in Portugal. It is situated in the civil parish of São Vicente, in the central part of the municipality of Lisbon, on the northern margin of the Tagus River, in the historical district of Alfama. This is Praça 25 de Abril. The statue located in the center of the square is a tribute to the builders of Lisbon. The contemporary artistic statue was created by the artist José de Guimarães and is colored green and red, which are the colors of the Portuguese flag. As we approached this side of Portugal, we saw its modern infrastructures. We had a long ride. It takes 1 hour and 40 minutes. The entire route, so Kayla got tired and had sleep. It was hot as well and makes you tired easily. On the other hand, I couldn't stop admiring these modern contemporary buildings. And now we are approaching the Torre Vasco da Gama. It is a 145-meter lattice tower with skyscraper in the civil parish of Parque das Nações, built on the north bank of the Tagus River. It is named after the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama. The tower portion is the tallest structure in Lisbon. At this time, our bus is going back to the central Lisbon. Unfortunately, Kayla missed to see most of the modern infrastructure. And we are back to the Praça da Figueira. We are all hungry. As we keep looking for a restaurant, we pass by this historical landmark, Praça Dom Pedro IV. Then we found a place to eat. In order to enjoy unlimited food, we decided to go in an eat-all-you-can buffet restaurant. The food was so good and enjoyed every bite of it. After eating, we visited the nearby shop. This shop sells sardines with unique painted thin containers, perfect to buy as a present. Then, we rested a bit in this square, Praça Dom Pedro IV. It has been the setting of popular revolts and celebrations, bullfights and executions, and is now a preferred meeting place of Lisbon natives and tourists alike. And of course, we won't miss to try this, funiculars public trams. The history of Lisbon trams dates back to the 19th century. The very first tramway was a horsecar line, and it opened to the public on the 17th of November 1873. 28 years later, in 1901, the first electric tramway entered service. It didn't take long to abandon the horse cars. If you start this tram experience at Gloria Station, it will only take 2 minutes to go uphill. Then we end up at São Pedro de Alcântara viewpoint. It is a perfect spot to see the Lisbon from above. It is one of the most popular places for meeting up with friends at night when Lisbon lights come on and the city transformed completely. Here is a lady artist who loves to draw about the place. Then, we continued our journey with the tram. Here in Portugal, we noticed that vandals are quite common. Sometimes, it became a part of wall paint design, just like this. Then we drop by on this last stop and have some refreshments. After a while, we hopped back in the tram and went back to the center of Lisbon. Along the way, we passed by the aqueduct and water museum. Was built 1700s to provide clean drinking water to the city. And we end up at Praça Luís de Camões, one of Lisbon's shopping district. It is the second main square of the capital city of Praia, Cape Verde. The square is named after the 16th century Portuguese writer, Luís de Camões. We stayed for a bit to enjoy the place.
We're just on our way back to our hotel, guys. So we're gonna ride again in the yellow bus.
We decided to finish our Belém tour route. Then it brought us to this another popular landmark, the National Museum of Archaeology in Lisbon, Museu de Marinha, the most visited museum here in Lisbon. Beside this is a planetario, Colas Gulbenkian. This planetarium recreates the sky at night and reveals the mysteries of the cosmos. In front is the Museu Colicao Bernardo. It is named after José Bernardo, a famous Portuguese businessman and art collector. Some of the funicular trams reaches this area. We also visited the opposite side and discovered this beautiful garden called Praca do Império Garden, and it was renovated in just recent years. It commemorates the power and greatness of the old Portuguese Empire. This place is absolutely beautiful. In the center is the fountain, which gives an excitement and thrill to the place. Before we left the place, we did some pictorials. They are simply irresistible. After we satisfied ourselves, we went back to our hotel through the Uber taxi. Another memorable adventure. Hope you have learned a lot from our video today, and it will serve as a guide for your travel to Lisbon, Portugal. Have a good day, guys. See you again in our next episode. Please don't forget to like, share, follow, or subscribe. And visit us at www.jnccorner.com.